We're just seconds away from the start. Here we go then. Here we go then. This is the start of Season 2 of the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. Looking for that first magic moment. Where's that first spike coming from? Not yet. Well, slightly nervy start from both teams. Ooh, it's hotting up. It's hotting up. Great block there. To the left are the Bengaluru Torpedoes. There comes the first one. The Bengaluru Torpedoes draw past last from their foreign player. These are ominous signs. The Torpedoes are here. Ali Raza Avalush comes up with the whoosh.
Well, as we said, Svetanov, look out for him. It was a shaky pass. It's a shaky first rally of nerves. You see defensive movements that are a bit stuttery. You see quick touches of the ball, but then you see the powerhouse on the outside.
Well, it doesn't take much time for the Thunderbolts to respond. That's what they did last season as well.
The absolute dream of the service reception unit to get the pass in perfectly. A lot of praise has to go on that man there for the pass, because then you can run the middle. What that does, well, for the Thunderbolts, is it unlocks the wings later in the game. The middle's going to start to commit and hold, and it's the perfect start.
Well, perfect because it came from the captain. It was a RuPay contactless shot, as stylish as RuPay on the go. There he is, the captain, Ashwal Rai. How well can he lead this side? Because they know all eyes are on him. Rahul to serve.
The first thing that I can see is that the service pressure in this league has gone up a notch or two. And this was something that we were speaking about off air, is the split on the front court with Avaluch on the right and then the Bulgarian Svetanov on the left. It's going to make it very difficult for the middle blocker there, nowhere. And as soon as it's a one-on-one situation, the hitter has a clear advantage. Avaluch on the money.
It's just got a little touch, after which the ball landed outside, which means the point will go to the Bengaluru Torpedoes, and Ali Raza Avaluch, the man there. That bearded monster, isn't he? Such a solid player. Good quick. Oh! Did he put too much spice into it?
I don't think Dealey's going to mind. I think what he's going to want to see is everything they've worked on in the training court, service pressure. And that is service pressure. Yes, it doesn't work that time, but patience in the key parts of the game will be very, very key for the Torpedoes to be successful.
Yes, this is a thriller second ride. It's a bit of a roller coaster, but if you can keep a calm head while you are on a roller coaster, you might just be able to cross that finish line come the 5th of March.
They've got calmer heads than us.
Do they? We'll find out. Well, they're gladiators, but they've got to be ice cool between the ears. Was that a touch? Yes, there was. Another point for the Bulgarian sniper, Svetanov, the outside hitter.
Speed to the wing this time, and you can see that he's looking for the middle blocker. He knows that the middle blocker's not quite with him, so he just turns his wrist away super late, and in turn the middle's committed. Happy days, one-on-one drifting middle, and that's two different swings from Svetanov that we've seen, points that he scored.
Well, it's a round-robin format, 7 matches to play in the round-robin. However, I wonder if I'm sort of judging this team too early. I suppose they've already made a statement. The Bengaluru Torpedoes, just the way they've played so far in the opening minutes. Oh, great touch! Great presence of mind in court 4.
Right, I'm giving this one straight to David Lee. Serving and blocking tactics down to an absolute T. Middle's released pretty early. Svetanov is just absolutely, well, it's a controlled serve, but they've managed to get 2 up close, and it's a real strong outside hand. We said, well, that's very tight in the end for Pankaj. It's pretty simple for him.
There's Pankaj with Mujib alongside with that the 2-pillar wall, isn't it?
It is at the right time. Absolutely.
Once again, pretty good serve, quite flat that. Is there enough for it to go for a spike? Cody fails. Cody doesn't fail again. Second sound like he got a touch. The ball landed outside. A point net for Kolkata.
I think it's what we'll see from Cody Caldwell pretty often is good decision making. He doesn't have to put the ball away first time. He causes enough problems with that first swing to really tee him up nicely this time. Quicker play, knows he can stay high off the hands. He has the height advantage over the setter, and happy days he can score off the top.
It's always in the game, isn't he, Cody Caldwell? You can never really keep him out. We need Kumar. Can he repeat his antics from last season? The MVP, great serve. Straight into the Bulgarian sniper! What a spike that is! That is powerful from Pankaj Sharma, the captain of the Torpedoes.
And I think what we're seeing early on is the firepower on both wings from the Torpedoes is strong. If you haven't got the Bulgarian sniper, as you called him, Svetanov, he goes on the backcourt, he's passing, then you have Pankaj on the wing. It's a recipe for real success to have power spikers all over the wings here. It means they always have a get-out-of-jail free card. The pass was also on point from Svetanov. He started this competition just like we thought he would.
Well, it looks like David Lee's team is offering us a volleyball masterclass.
We knew it was coming. When you put D. Lee in this role, with his tactical and awareness, we know exactly what we're going to get.
Looks fit enough to take the court as a player. What a beautiful touch that was. And they get another point, the number 13 there, doing the job. Was that Srajan Shetty? Yes, there was.
So myself and Key Michael watched training. We walked into training as the first training session we saw on the opening day, and we saw a real focus on service pressure from the Torpedoes. And there's always questions when you work on service pressure, whether it's going to transfer to the big moments. That's how the point was won. But it's the service overall, Manish, that's causing trouble.
Yes, it always sets the tone for a rally or for a point. Everything, every moment, every touch is interlinked. You cannot look at a touch in isolation.
Right, and you take high-level principles, and he's bringing it to India, and his team are really responding.
Oh! Vineet Kumar took off from zone 1. And looks like he is in the zone already. When Vineet Kumar starts taking off like that, and you see that in the replay, he's sending a message across to the Torpedoes and the other 6 teams. I am ready for battle. Just take a look at how he takes off and how he finishes it. What a kill.
Yeah, I mean, Kumar's so high. He's on the backcourt attack, so he has to take off behind the 3-meter line, and he still stays high over the top of the block. And I mean, that just shows the threat that we already saw last year. We know what he's got. The question is, how is the pass going to be for the Thunderbolts?
We saw that from Cody. A chance to spike, and they will manage it. They will do it. They're making it look so simple. Once again, it was the captain, Pankaj Sharma. So soft-spoken when we heard from him during the pre-show, but he's got brute force in that palm.
Yeah, interesting. They had Rahul just pinching in and taking the dump from the setter. In turn, it went back to the outside again. My question here for the Torpedoes is how long can they keep this level up? They haven't used the middle a lot yet. They've gone a lot to the outside, and eventually the blockers are going to start to release early, and they're going to get 2 up.
Once again, it's the defense that does the job. It was a triple threat. Srajan Shetty, the number 13, was part of that block. Well, 3 is better than 2. 3 brings a lot more thrill.
It certainly is. The game is about hitting angles and options. The more blockers you have, the more zones you shut out. So getting 3 in, high-level principle again. I can't bang that on the door enough here from D. Lee. He's getting the big moves in, and they're starting to really play for him.
Time for a technical timeout. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the RuPay Prime Volleyball League, where it's been just a dream start for the Bengaluru Torpedoes. Question is, can they maintain this very high level that they've started?
If you ask them that question, David Lee will say, yes, we'll keep it going until the night of the 5th March.
Yeah, well, for him, it's the perfect start to his coaching career. This is the first year he's ever coached. But they have great balance. Vinayak is running this game really nicely. We haven't seen him use the middle too often yet, and I think he's going to have to at some time. And you can see why the left-handed setter, you can see why the blockers are starting to pinch in on the setter for the 2-ball attack. At the same time, serving the net doesn't trouble anyone.
Vinayak Rokhade is one of the key men for the Torpedoes. He's a left-handed bombshell, isn't he? He's got so much power, and by and by, as he gets into his zone in this tournament, you will see him come to the party. Maybe a touch nervous tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's started pretty well in linking with the hitters, and I think he's now he's in an out-of-system position, so the blockers should get across hit.
Smart play, that. So smart. Cool head. Bring you victory. Great court sense of the opposition.
Yeah, I think what we've seen here is that Bengaluru have come out with power, power, power. Here, it's a slow ball. So the ball's off the net. There is no middle. There's 2 blockers fixed. That's not the time to take it on. That's the time to do something different. Go over the top, hit the gap. Very, very good decision making, and good decision over time equals victories in this game.
Still early days in the first set. A 4-point lead for the Torpedoes. Vineet Kumar, well, his spike has enough power on it to win them another point. They're searching for momentum. They've been slightly hot and cold, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely, but he's still on the backcourt. So for Kumar at the moment, he's going to want to get the rotations where he's on the front. He can be a little bit more deadly, but that's a good high swing. And when you are that high, you don't have to think too much. You just have to stay high, contact the ball high, and you know you're going to get the rubber to green off the top of the block.
He's a big threat for the defense of the Torpedoes, and if they can stop him, that'll be half the job done. Can Kolkata keep their mojo going? Can they find that winning momentum? Oh, no, the block didn't work.
Brilliant from the Torpedoes. They've served that man there, Fedorov, because they know he's a threat. So hopefully he passes off, he's under pressure. But instead the setter goes to the middle, and Sarajan so far has been exceptional. He's only young, 21 years old, was too young to play last year, and all I've got in my notes after watching training is that he's high and he moves very well.
There's enough power on that spike. Even if you get a touch off the block, you need to make sure that there's enough power on it for the ball to land outside. The Bengaluru Torpedoes, are they making a statement or what? Can they come up with... Oh, no. Rare oops moment that was for the Torpedoes, but these things will happen. Looks like David Lee's told them to go all out when they're serving, just back themselves.
Correct. Intention over time. If they serve every ball powerful, put the team under pressure, that's going to help. I mean, compared to last year, there's a big step up in the service pressure, and that's just the level rising.
It's very important to defend well against the Kolkata Thunderbolts. A first shot and a spike. Great defensive work. A control shot that was not full-blooded. A great rally building up. Will we have another magic moment? This time from Cody. No. Oh, great touch. Oh, great touch. Delightful depth touch from Cody Caldwell. That's why he's back in season 2.
Exactly. Again, like we said earlier on, there's fast balls. When the pass is good, they can play fast. When the ball is not in system, the ball is slower. The block has more time to get across. Caldwell makes a good decision. He says, if I go powerful here, I'm going to get blocked out. If I go over the top, I have a chance. And really, D. Lee, I would say, will be a little bit disappointed that no one got on that.
Well, that was truly a Nippon colourful moment of the day. The pancake didn't work. 10-8 the score. Impossible to call the game. What a block! What a mighty block that was from the captain himself. Ashwal Rai is up and away. Is David Lee worried he's called for a timeout? He needs to speak to his team before they lose the momentum they've gained in the early moments of this opening clash at the Koramangala Indoor Stadium in Bengaluru.
Couple of things here. That's a huge moment psychologically for the Bulgarian outside. It's the first time he's been stopped. Okay, they know it's going that way. The middle release pretty early. They got 2 up. They know he likes to bang angle. Blocker's right in his face. At the same time, D. Lee's gone, I'm going to take a timeout before the pressure gets too high. So what we should see is a refocused, rejuvenized Torpedoes team coming back in, and also from a service perspective, having time in between your serves only adds to the pressure in the service head.
Live in the moment. So important to live in the moment. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Don't live in the past. Excellence lives in the present. And that's what David Lee would have told him, because he knows how to win big matches.
He really does. The question that the setter's going to have here, Viniak's been outstanding, but he was too predictable there going to the outside. Blockers knew it. Interesting thing now is, where does he go? Does he go back to the wing, or does he look to go to the right side? Does he look to go through the middle? There's a few questions that need answering in the next couple of moments.
Louis Litt doubles up as coach. He's done commentary across the world, and we're going to hear a lot of great insights on volleyball from Louis. What do you make of that? What do you make of that punch from Abaluch?
Yeah, 2 from 2 for Abaluch on that right side. The gap's open now. What happens here, the ball's off the net. You see that the setter doesn't get round the ball. It's very clear that it's going to go to the outside. The middle still doesn't quite get across. So the gaps are open. He can go off the hands. Abaluch, again, Calcutta, the Thunderbolts, are thinking the ball's going to go to the wing.
Yes, to go past Ashwal is a big one. Ashwal is a supremely talented blocker. 11-9 the score, inching closer to the 15-point mark. That's what you need to reach to hit the first set. Vinayak Rokane, the spike didn't work, the left-hander. Oh, from a distance. Rahul rips it in, backs it down. The difference now just 1 point.
Yeah, look, what we're starting to see now is good volleyball. They're investing in the middle. They've used the middle when the ball was a little bit off the net. Then they go to the pipe. That, when the ball is good, is a really good option to use the backcourt hitter because there's going to be gaps presented as a fourth hitter on the court.
Well, we haven't mentioned Rahul. He is a serious player. He's one of the young guns of Indian volleyball, and I'm sure coaching scouts across the world will have their eyes on him as well. Watch out for Rahul.
Oh, the line judge has given that one in. Super serve, and all of a sudden, this game just twists. The reigning champs take the lead, the Kolkata Thunderbolts, for the very first time in this competition. What a time to produce a bit of magic from the service line. The Torpedoes are not going to like that.
There is so much. Well, there's so much happening. A super point had been called for, however, a referral has been called for by the Bengaluru Torpedoes. Where did that land?
I mean, have a look at Pankaj there. He's sure this ball is out. And I thought it was too. But...
looks like it's on the line.
But...
looks like it's on the line.
But...
No. Let's wait. It's on the line. It's inside for sure.
Oh, my word.
12-11 it is, Louis.
And that's the excitement of this format. 2 points. And the reigning champs have given a firm nudge to the opposition.
And in response, a super point has been called for. This next point is worth 2 points. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? The super point goes to the Thunderbolts. They're now just 1 point away from sealing the set. How quickly things change, Louis. How quickly things change. In only 2 points, the momentum has shifted.
And that's what is so exciting about this wrinkle of the sport. We saw the deep one to the baseline. Everyone sits back a bit. Then he gets the rub of the green off the net band. And all of a sudden, the Torpedoes, all of that good work undone in 2 points of the RuPay Prime Premier League here. Unbelievable.
This is fast, frenetic, furious. That's what this league is all about. 3 set points to the defending champions, the Kolkata Thunderbolts. Can Bengaluru forge a comeback? We'll find out. Crucial point this. Bengaluru under pressure. They're still in it. There they have it! The first set to the defending champions, the Kolkata Thunderbolts.
I mean, isn't that what this league is all about? The Torpedoes playing exceptional volleyball to 11, but this is not a match to 11. It's a game to 15. What a comeback from the reigning champs.
Heartfelt thanks to RuPay, our partners, our title sponsors. There is the RuPay VIP box. Well, they've been such an important, integral part of this journey. The team from RuPay, one of the most respected brands in India. And may this partnership, this marriage between RuPay and volleyball continue for decades to come.
Well, I think they'll be feeling the same feelings as us after that opening set. So much drama already here, Manish, and I have to say that the way that they started to use the middle, the Thunderbolts, at the sort of mid to end stage of that opening set was a big difference. They went to the middle, they went through the pipe, and all of a sudden the whole game fell into place. We've been talking a lot about D. Lee, but we have to say that Alva, over the first set, has really performed well.
Sometimes it's good to be low profile, isn't it? Because all the focus is on D. Lee, David Lee, the Admiral. Alva has very quietly made sure his team is ready to make things happen in those key moments. It's about key moments, isn't it, this format? First to 15 points wins the set, and how quickly can things change?
You have to be there in the big moments. You have to be brave. You have to be able to risk it a little bit to get the reward. And we did say that for D. Lee, it was almost the too perfect start for him. They came out all guns blazing, and in turn, keeping that momentum and that level up, especially with all the emotion. Interesting, emotions can help you so much, but they can also hinder you.
This is the start of the second set. Bengaluru looking to make a comeback, but Kolkata looking to continue that momentum that they got at the end of the first set. Bengaluru is perhaps still smarting from the loss of that first set.
Yeah, it's a high ball, and got to say, from Vinit, he's had a great start, isn't he, on the front, on the back, he stays high when he needs to. I've got to say that Cody Caldwell, for me, is really sort of emotionally strong, and he's really leading this team well.
I suppose he's the glue that will keep this team together. No, that was a forgettable touch from the Bulgarian, Svetanov.
Okay, big moment early on. We talk about big moments a lot, but Svetanov is someone that we know is very, very key to this performance on the front court. If you put him under pressure in the pass, you're going to affect his spiking. If he's thinking too much about the spiking, you can put him under pressure in the pass. They sort of all work together, and it's smart tactical awareness, not just from Jan Schad, but also, again, Alva.
Once again, straight at Svetanov, it's worked. Oh, has it? No, great retrieval from the libero there, still in play. There it comes. Vinit, the number 7. Vinit is always in it to win it.
Vinit, I'm not buying that. Someone in the crowd dug that ball. That was not the libero chasing all the way out there. Yes, it was. What a play. And, well, Midhan Kumar, the RuPay contactless shot of the day.
So much spice on that from Vinit. Looks like he enjoys taking off in the back of the court. He doesn't need to be in the front of the court.
We're seeing the big players come forward now, right? Vinit Kumar has been effective on the back court, but now it's how he works on the front court that's going to sort of define these moments.
Looks like Kolkata have now decided to go after Svetanov. They are putting pressure on him. They're sowing the seeds of doubt in the mind of Svetanov. If they can disturb that guy, looks like, you know, they may be able to disturb Bengaluru's plans as well.
Yeah, I think that the set here, we have to look at the set, because he's not in a prime spot. The ball's travelled across him. He has to go into the cross court. Blocker gets in the way. And although we can look at Svetanov here, and you can see him communicating, he wants something different from the set. Although it was really out of system, it's not all just about the attack.
Once again, at Svetanov, that serve, a chance to spike, and they get it right. This time is the other foreign player.
Yeah, perfect. I think the Torpedoes are overloading the play to the right side, trying to make the middle blocker just come to the right and open up the right-hand side there. Sorry, stack the play to the left-hand side. And Ashwell was nowhere that time because he's worrying so much about the Bulgarian on the left. It's working. The tactic is working. But it just means that Avaluch is going to have a bit of free net to play with.
Well, the Torpedoes don't need to look elsewhere. They just need to look at what Kolkata did to them in the first set. They can make a comeback. It's never too late. It is never too late in this format. That's how you do it. There's Ashwal Rai. He's the skipper. He's got a pep in his step.
Yeah, that's a good play all round because the service pressure's high. But there's one thing hitting the ball well from the service line, but it's another thing putting it in the bread bin of the passer as well. So the passer does a great job. It's in the spot. The setter can run the middle. He can go anywhere. Svetanov pinches in, but at the same time, the pass was perfect. I think that the Torpedoes have got to look to hit some seams off the serves a little bit more, make the passer move a little bit more. You can hit the ball hard from the service line, but you've got to hit the gaps.
Well, a bit of confusion in the front court, therefore Kolkata have the recovered. Looks like they have. They've reset the attack, and they have a point. Wow! They somehow, despite losing their way a little bit, they came back into this point, and they now have a 5-point lead.
Jan Schad's having a real good game here. He's using the pipe. Yes, there's 3 up, and it's devastating really because they've done everything right. You've got to get 3 up on the pipe if you can, but you can't leave the seams. Mujib and Slenov have to try and close the gap. Then there's no way through. I don't think the pipe hitter has enough angles to turn away from the 3-man block if it's closed.
Rahul to serve now. Great serve. Very fast, very flat. They lost their way a little bit. Now they've got to be very careful. They cannot afford to be cocky or overconfident.
Absolutely not. I mean, there's a lot riding on this game, but there's also a lot of time left where things can turn if they do get complacent. Mujib does a a very fine bit of work there, because the set is not in the right spot. So he has to try and do something, speed it up, work the middle blocker, try and do something different, and they make the point.
Is that a start of a comeback? No, there isn't. Nervous serve there from the foreign player.
I'm interested now because the service pressure has been a real thing for Bengaluru in the way that they've been training, the way that they've been playing, and what we've been seeing. But they have to deliver, and they have to stay really aggressive with the serves. They have to hit good areas, getting to a clutch at the moment for them.
Been such an up and down, topsy-turvy battle. Still early doors, only the first game. The second set here. Was there a touch before it landed outside? No. Ashwal goes out of the court.
For me, it's no problem. It's a high-risk serve that is going to work out eventually. It's a late turn to the sideline, as we said. It's one thing serving tough. It's another thing trying to hit the gaps and make the passing unit move. If you can do that, it's much more difficult to get out and pass the ball. So over time, again, it's going to work out those intentions. Let's see what happens here, because there's a man who's under a fair bit of pressure, and he also has the service game to get this team back into this set as well.
The first set to Kolkata, they have a 4-point lead. In the second, great serve. Chance to spike now. The libero sets it up. Will there be a spike? Yes, just enough. Just enough for it. For Ibin to do the job.
Again, service pressure at the forefront of this league, and we knew it would be. The service pressure wipes.
Well, that was as easy as RuPay on the go.
Again, confidence is key here for the Torpedoes, and especially Svetlin Svetanov. And Caldwell's on a one-on-one on the outside, and he gets shut down. I mean, you would put your house on Caldwell. He says, my bad. In that situation, the middle blocker didn't track to the outside, and I think it was a late angle dive. We're going to get another look at this one as well. Way out of system. Middle blocker's nowhere to be seen. I think it's a late reach into the angle on the right side. Oh no, it's a turn back to the line from Volleyball, my words. Well, things are changing pretty quickly here.
You blink and you miss a huge part of the story. What was that?
It's in the car park.
That's gone to Hyderabad.
Yeah, back in Bulgaria. But again, intention is there, and he'll be okay because, again, Svetanov as we go to the Amul called technical timeout.
Welcome back. We're coming to you live from the Korbangla Indoor Stadium in Bengaluru. It's match 1, season 2. The champions Kolkata versus the challengers, the Bengaluru Torpedoes, playing at home in front of an excitable crowd. Vinit Kumar, the prime weapon of the Kolkata Thunderbolts, is set to serve with a 3-point lead for the Thunderbolts. Great at the libero. A decent looking set. No spike there. From the back of the court, it did not quite work. Well, Rahul, the idea was right for Rahul. Not so much the execution.
Yeah, you're completely right there, Anish. Just a little bit tight, I think, the play got. We're going to have another look. And in turn there, Al has to try and turn that ball a little bit more. But again, was the set a little bit too much over the 3-meter line? We don't know. But in turn, if you're going to hit through the pipe, you've got to go to 5 or 1. Back right or back left. Timing is such a key.
And he timed it right. DKS, Dipesh Kumar Sinha, with an absolute classic depth touch.
So far, I mean, it's such a quick game and it flashes past you, but the investment in the middle here is what is the difference in the game. I don't have the stats, but at the moment the Kolkata Thunderbolts, for me, are using the middle sort of 2 times more at least than the Torpedoes. And when they do go to Vinit Kumar, the blockers are not going to track with him. It's going to be a happy day for him.
Well, the Torpedoes are showing some spark and the Thunderbolts are perhaps allowing Bengaluru to forge a comeback.
Yeah, again, I don't think they're going to mind with missed serves with aggressive intent. I think that's what this game is going to be all about, this league.
Quick mention of our content partners, Share Chat and Morgan and Yo-Yo TV as well. Lots of fun content coming your way. Lots of spikes coming your way, says Deepesh Kumar Sinha. He's got power as well.
Look, I think D-Lee's put up a serve straight down the line to 5, and he's trying to take the line out of the middle blocker and the outside blocker. So then the task is here of the middle. Can you snap it back towards 5? And the answer is yes, I can. D-Lee is really trying to stack the block to take away the left-hand side of court. Deepesh says, no, I'm going to go back to the right. That's the sign of a good middle blocker. Key Michael's going to tell us all about that later on. Getting up, turning the ball in the air.
And last season, Deepesh Kumar Sinha looked slightly lost to me. It looks like early signs are that he seems to enjoy the chemistry he shares with this side, and he's going to enjoy that as well. They are attacking the foreign players of the Bengaluru Torpedoes.
Absolutely. The story of Deepesh Sinha is intriguing because he was a platinum player last year, a silver player this year, and the word on the street is that he feels like he's got a lot to prove this year because he's gone down in the draft in the rankings.
And tactically, it looks like Kolkata have decided to just keep going after the foreign players, especially Svetanov. They believe Svetanov is the heart of this team. If they can trouble Svetanov, if they can ensure Svetanov loses his rhythm, that's half the job done.
You're completely right, and that's exactly what's happened for big moments of the time. But also the way that they've played, serving straight down the line, making it really difficult for his pass. If the ball takes you to the line and you're trying to tilt an angle, on a sharp angle across the net with that first touch, very difficult. It's much easier to pass the ball back, especially where it's come from.
11-8 the score, and Kolkata take a 2-0 lead. They're 4 points away. Remember, it's a race to 15 points. Pankaj, high ball toss. Great trajectory on that serve as well. And Vineet, you cannot dare to block a Vineet spike, can you? Block me if you can.
The thing is, he's so athletic and he's so high. You're going to see that here. Svetanov is right with him, but he's just too high. Svetanov hasn't done too much wrong there. He's got across, he's closed, but height trumps all. And no matter how you close your block, if you're too high, you're not going to be able to get the angle on the ball to shut it down.
It's a party, isn't it? Louis, it's still early days in this tournament.
Can I change my prediction?
No, no. Oh, this is breathless action. This is breathless.
But again, I can't say this enough. They have to invest in the middle a little bit more. Thunderbolts. They're not investing in the middle. They're sending too much to the wings. It's a perfect play. They try and keep the blocker. The blocker knows they're not using the middle. The blocker, Ashwell, he's staying with Pankaj because they know the 3 main threats are coming from the wing spikers, not from the middle.
Well, if you're looking to learn volleyball, listen to Louis Lett and Chi Michael all this month. Just too much power on that serve. It didn't quite work. Cody's celebrating.
It's a funny game. First set, that goes the other way. The ball drops in, momentum changes. This time they leave one, the ball's out, and all of a sudden Thunderbolts are back in control. Game of small inches, margins. We know sport. We know what comes our way.
Well, it's the little moments that make for big victories. Great serve that straight at the libero. Not a bad set, but no finishing touch there from the foreign player. Vineet not in the position to spike. Once again, it's for the Torpedoes from the backcourt. A point to the Torpedoes.
Again, at least if they're not going to use the middle, if they use the pipe, the opposition middle blocker is going to hold. And that's going to allow the opportunity for the outsides to have more one-on-one situations. If he's not using the middle here, the setter, at least he's running the pipe. The opposition middle will hold, and they have a chance, if at least they do that, to go to the wings and get some situations that are beneficial.
Well, Ashwal and Vineet needed to go up in unison. They weren't in sync. They've got to time that jump right to trouble the spiker from the opposite side. 13-11 it is. 2-point the gap. Kolkata 2 points away from a 2-0 lead. Now just 1 point. Well, they're changing gears.
Unbelievable setting again. Vinayak is having a good game. The ball to position 1 is usually, position 1 being the right back position, is usually trying to force the play to the outside. This time the setter's managed to change direction back to the opposite, and all of a sudden Vinayak Kumar has a little bit of space to work in. He has the height. With space, it's going to be dangerous, as we know.
So then, on the verge of winning the second set, the defending champions, the Kolkata Thunderbolts. Is this going to be the moment? Not yet. Interesting rally, absorbing rally building up. The sends it across to the other side. The libero gets in as well. A set, a spike, and it works. Oh no! It was still in play. What on earth is happening? That is deadly defensive work from the Thunderbolts. How on earth did they manage that? Explain it to me, Louis. That is not possible.
I can't explain it, I'm speechless. I don't have an answer for that. Coldwell's just reacted, and I mean, they've got every little bit of luck in the world there. 9 times out of 10, that ball hits the floor, it goes in the net. Today is Cody Coldwell's day. He's an engine room of this team. He very much is a locker room guy, and there you have it. Second set confirmation. Look at
Vineet Kumar's heroics helped him win the MVP of the season last time. What's the criteria? Quick wrap. The MVP of the league will be selected by a panel of experts based on players' performances, and the panel would select 3 best players from every match and award them points accordingly. The table will be updated at the end of every match, and 1 player will be announced the MVP of the season. What are you looking for in a player if you have to decide him, choose him as the MVP?
Well, we spoke about this earlier on, didn't we, with Key Michael as well. We came up with the idea that points are key, but the way that the setter runs the game could put them in. But at the same time, who turns up in the big, big moments? Who's there under pressure to deliver the big plays? For me, comes down to that in a big league.
Bengaluru need that big game. Bengaluru need that big performance now. They need to storm back. This is the 3rd set. If Kolkata win this set, they will have 2 points in the bag. Then they will aim for a 5-0 rout. The Bengaluru Torpedoes don't want that. They need to draw inspiration from how they started this match. They look to be troubling Kolkata. Kolkata look lost, and how strongly they've come back. The Thunderbolts, the defending champions. This is the opening encounter.
Been a team performance, isn't it? The whole way through, led, I think, by Yanchad, the setter. Absolutely phenomenal in the way that he's linked with the middle, the pipe, and then he sort of worked with the outsides. And interesting to see where this one goes. There's a few more questions for D-Lee to figure out, that's for sure.
Yes, Junction's been the enabler. Well, doesn't look like things will change, because Kolkata are just turning it on once again at the start of the 3rd set.
I mean, you think about things that repeat themselves. Serving Svedinov and going to the middle has happened 2 or 3 times already, and have a look, they're pinching in, they're ready, there's 2 blockers on him. They're sort of aware that in this rotation, Viniak is on the front court. All of a sudden, they have 2 front court hitters. If it's one passing it, they're going to go to the other one.
Yes, Vinayak needs to step up. Where did that land? Just outside, I suppose. Yes, just outside, an error. But Kolkata have got to be wary of losing that momentum. Very quickly, things can change. And if Bengaluru can find that rhythm now, who knows?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think we're a few points away from seeing that again. Aggressive serving. They missed, but they've kept up serving the sidelines. They've tried to go after the seams, and they've gone powerful the whole time. What we're not seeing is anything through the middle.
Greater Cody. A set and a spike. 1, 2, 3. As easy as that. Rahul comes up with the goals this time from zone 2.
Well, we talk about one team serving incredibly hard. That was almost like a free ball for Coldwell. Ball's in, everything just flows after that for the offense. You don't have to be asked twice for Coldwell to step in, pass that overhand. There's anywhere that ball could go with the set. And the service pressure has to stay high over long periods of time for the Torpedoes if they want to win.
That one from Rahul was as stylish as RuPay on the goal.
Last season, top scoring team. They also were the team who made the most service errors. So you can see what their sort of beliefs are as a team here, the Thunderbolts. And it works. It worked last year, and it's working now. Again, aggressiveness over a period of time is key.
Even the number 4 to serve now. Who's he aiming at? Who should he be aiming at? Does he go Cody? Well, no. He went to the libero. Here comes Cody. The block was there, but it's a bit of a mess, this triple block. It's just not working in the defense for Torpedoes.
Correct. It's exactly the right thing they should be doing if they can. Get 3 up and take all of Cody's angles away from him. Absolutely. The thing is for Svedinov there, he has a lot of ground to cover as the 3rd blocker. Therefore, it's going to be more difficult for him to penetrate and get over. I was off the line and then off of him, sorry. For the blockers that have to travel further, Mujib, and it was off Mujib's block first, it's tougher. That's the rule of thumb. Yes, I got that slightly wrong. I thought it was off of the Bulgarian sniper, but in turn, same rules apply. The further you travel, the harder it is to press and finish.
The three need to be closer to each other. No social distancing when you're defending with a triple block. Got to be closer to your partner. Who gets the point?
Nothing social here, Manish.
Ah, well. 3 apiece it is.
It's so interesting because in a world game of volleyball, I mean, best of 5 sets, there's usually a bit of a third set syndrome for the team that have won the first 2. But now, because the interest is so high over 5 sets, I'm really intrigued to see what happens next.
There's a premium on offer if you win 5-0. That's what Kolkata will be aiming for, but live in the moment, live in the present. They've got to close out this third set. That will not work. If Bengaluru can get their defense right, they can forge a comeback. They're now in the lead. 4-3 to Bengaluru.
And that's what he's capable of. Big serving spin puts them under pressure again. You get the pass to ground, the ball comes off. You have to say, though, Yanshad is trying to force the middle from disadvantaged positions, and at the moment that's one of the secrets of their success. They're still trying to work the middle out of rhythm, out of system. Over time, that's not a bad thing for the Thunderbolts either, but good serving from the Torpedoes.
Yes, not a great set that from Janshad. Svetanov to serve now. He's searching for his mojo as well. Oh, well. In comes Cody. Great touch. An interesting rally building up. Oh, no. There was a touch from Rahul. Vinith not in a position to spike. Not in the right position to spike. David Lee's pumped.
Did we just get a little bit of a tense from D. Lee? Did we just get to see a bit of bicep from the big man? We see here, out of system, time. How much time the middle has to get across. That's what this game is about. If you're watching from home, time is a big concept here. The slower you play, the more blockers you have.
Terrific block that from Mujib. Not many can block a Vinith spike, but he did that on that occasion. Great serve. A chance to spike for Cody. No. Svetanov saves it. The libero sets it. Not in the right position for a spike. The Kolkata Thunderbolts now aiming once again.
I can only applaud the Thunderbolts here. You can see that Cody is pinched really in for that tip attack. What he then does off the ball is he has to scoot out and then he has to play offense. So he's doing his defensive duty first. And again, what we said in the preview, he makes great decisions. He can't play back cross-court. He hasn't done the approach work to do it, but he can chisel off the outside hand. And he changes, he stays high, and he has the height advantage.
The Bengaluru defense is having a nightmare of a day, and they need such freebies. They need such freebies. There's something to get that momentum going.
No drama. Vinith might miss the serve, but again, this is their game. That's how they play, and if they're patient, it'll be fine. D. Lee still has a few questions I think they need to answer.
Looks like the Kolkata Thunderbolts have taken a leaf out of David Lee's book. Serve hard, be attacking in your mindset when you serve, and it'll work. It's worked well so far. The Torpedoes lead by 2 points. It's nothing in this sport. Oh, great work that from the front court. Cody once again, no. A touch too ambitious, wasn't it? The ball wasn't high enough for that spike.
You're completely right, and he just said, my bad. He got a little bit too excited there. His eyes lit up. But in turn, you have to applaud, you know, again, the aggression. And it's tactical serving again for the Torpedoes. We saw them come out the gates absolutely blazing. It was a good serve to position one. If you're a little bit unsure in volleyball where to go, a serve to position one is always going to make it difficult for the setter.
Here we go then. This time from zone 4, another Vinith spike doesn't work. That's breaking news. Cody doesn't work either. This time there was great unison in the front court. The defense worked well. They need a little more of this. Well done to the number 11 Sudhir.
I mean, Sudhir gets a pat on the back there, and he absolutely should, because as we go to the Amul Cool technical timeout, he's blocked on one side and then the other.
Well, every moment here is a collectible, isn't it? A 2-set lead for the Thunderbolts, but they trail by 4 points in the third. The Torpedoes searching for a comeback. They're looking for that rhythm that's been missing in the last two. Can they keep it going after that break?
Their serve is certainly improving, and that's a key performance indicator for Dealey and his team.
Beneath, oh yes, he gets it. As stylish as RuPay on the go. That's a collectible. Also, the right time to thank our official NFT partners, treasureclub.io. Thank you so much for your partnership, and thank you so much, said Vineet, for that set. Great spike.
Yeah, I mean, what we're seeing is we've seen height, and I think Dealey's a little bit frustrated because whatever he set up there worked, but it wasn't quite executed. I don't know if that went through the middle of the block and there was a gap left, or whether he pulled it back left, right side of centre. We'll have to wait and see.
Terrific work that from the libero. Full marks for the attempt, but Middel's touch landed outside, and a point then once again to Kolkata. The deficit is now just 2 points. Very difficult to pin down the Thunderbolts. They're a champion side, they're playing like champions.
I mean, Svetanov is getting pestered in the pass again here. Being put to the floor, they're out of rhythm, and we knew what he was capable of in training with the offense, but the passing has been put under extreme pressure here this evening.
How beautifully the Kolkata Thunderbolts have blunted that weapon. The Bulgarian sniper Ace looks so lost. The others need to step in. The others need to come up with the goods just like that. A spicy spike from zone 4. A 3-point lead now for Bengaluru. Can they close this set? That's the big question.
Yeah, that's every situation that the Thunderbolts would want to be in. They have two blockers up, and it's a really good swing to hit back over the shoulder, turn the ball with power, and well, Tadeusz just got his team out of a bit of a fiddle.
Bengaluru looking for an answer to the riddle. How do they come back? Can they keep this going? Trust the Thunderbolts to forge a mighty comeback. They've got the goods, they've got the rhythm as well, and they do have a point.
I think there's a net touch against the blocker. You can see where Dealey's mind's starting to leak now, serving the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the Kolkata Thunderbolts cord a little bit more and trying to put the setter under pressure, which is a smart move because, as we said earlier on, the setter's been running the game, and if the ball's coming from position 1 or the right back position, the ball has to come from an awkward position for him, and in turn they're starting to make some more defenses and a few more blocks because of it.
Interesting serving style there. Runs in, serves it, Deepesh Kumar Sinha. Confusion. If there is no clarity of thought, well, it'll be curtains very soon. Bengaluru need to stay focused. They've looked so lost in this match.
Svedanov's first pass, you can see that you're going to pass overhand. You have to be a little bit more into the floor. You can't be jolting around too much. In turn, he's getting caught with his hips coming backwards. Can't quite get behind the ball and force the ball in. Those situations, always second best.
Deepesh Kumar Sinha. Wily old fox, vastly experienced, just keeps the ball in play. Asking questions of Bengaluru. There was no touch. Kolkata will have the point. The onus is on the Torpedoes to forge a comeback. Scores are level, 9 apiece now in this third set at the Koramangala Indoor Stadium. Bengaluru need to forge a comeback. Is this the moment they started?
Absolutely, but when the pass is in, you can't afford to set that tight. So when the pass is not in, the ball's not there. When the pass is in, the set is tight, and it's just not quite working out for the Torpedoes here.
9 apiece now. Time to recalibrate your strategies. Both these teams. A nervous-looking crowd as well. Lots of them Bengaluru supporters. They're hoping we see a 5-set thriller. It will be a 5-set match, all right, but will it be 3-2? Will it be 5-0? The score could be anything. There it is, the RuPay VIP box. Another big thank you, heartfelt thanks to RuPay, one of the biggest brands in India. They have been great supporters of this sport, this great league, right from season 1, and this is, of course, the second edition. A pretty intelligent crowd. They've applauded every great moment on court.
And they're certainly being entertained here. You ask what the predictions are. This could go either way. For me, the Thunderbolts over time have stayed aggressive behind the service line. So yes, they dip for a moment, but they come straight back.
But the lever was just not in position. Great serve back. What a block! Rahul says, why fear when I'm here?
The key skills are going here because the pass is in, and I don't think we're going to have another look here. Where does this set land? It's a big set. If it drops inside, you're going to go into the angle, drifting out. Rahul actually drifting, gets his hands inside, gets over the net. It's very, very good. But it's not going the way of the Torpedoes in any way, shape or form at the moment.
And for the first time in this set, the Thunderbolts are in the lead. They're 5 points away from winning their first game. What do Bengaluru have now? Nothing much. It continues. Here comes Vinny! No, there was no touch. It landed just outside. Vinny looked at the referee and said, all right, I will accept it.
We get another look.
Black touch. Black touch.
A review from the Kolkata Thunderbolts. I wonder what they're claiming.
And so far, all of these situations that can turn a game gone the way of the Thunderbolts. The touch from Cody at the end of the last set, the net band ace in the first set, the ball that was just in on the line as well, those 2 points that swayed the game. This could be another one. They're looking for a touch. They're not saying whether the ball's in or out. They didn't hit the pinky.
It's a tough one. Well, the referee was in the right position. He was very close to where that moment happened. He should have seen it if it happened.
Yeah, Svednov wasn't a million miles away from it either, was he? Sitting on the edge of the block, that's very much his position as a defender. Oof. I mean, there's three things we could be watching here. Well, if we're looking for a backward attack, then we've all got it wrong in the first place, because initially the ball was... Well, the official said the ball was out to start with, but we're actually looking for the backward attack from Vinod as well. Can't have anything on that wide line. Interesting either way. Yeah, so the review was from Calcutta anyway. If it was the foot over the line, it would have been a review from the Torpedoes, so we were right the first time. Sure, they were looking for a touch.
This is a pressure cooker. So much to think about for the coach, the captain, PV Sindhu, double Olympic medalist in the house as well. 10 apiece now. It's been a 10-on-10 start to this season 2 between Bengaluru and Kolkata. Here comes Pankaj. Time for a spike. No, the block was there, but it landed outside. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Just inside. Well done.
Just strange how the game can turn. Had a great game coming in. I mean, the block is way out of time. He's almost committed with the middle. And it's almost a little bit of luck that he's up so early. He's blocked it on the way down. And there you have it. Doesn't matter how you score him. A big turning point all the same.
11-10. I'm feeling nervous as well, Louis. I wonder what will stroke great serve that. Vinny takes off. Still in play. No, no, no. Out it goes. Straight on the captain. When Vinny spikes, the world watches. In awe.
In awe, but height and physicality here trumps all. Again, we said it earlier on. You stay high, you can go over the top of anyone. You stay fast with the arm, you're going to beat them for speed as well. Oh! Just when we thought it couldn't get any more nerve-wracking, we turn it up a notch.
Bengaluru have called for a super point, and that means this next point is worth 2 points. That's what a super point is all about. Whoever wins this gets 2 points. It will be Kolkata. They're claiming a touch. They want to review the Bengaluru Torpedoes. If there was a touch off the block, the 2 points will be for the Bengaluru Torpedoes.
But they're sure there's a touch. It was a big moment. Of course they're going to go to the outside in that big moment. Hasn't quite worked for him so far. This is another big moment for him in this opening game. You need your big guns firing at key times. That's what's going to make teams successful, and that's going to make championship teams in the next month. High ball. Is there a touch? I don't think there's a touch. Manish thinks there might be a touch. I don't think there's a touch.
Just off the pinky.
I think we see the ball deviate more if there's a touch. This is huge. There's not much in it. You can see why. He's looking for that outside hand all day long, Svedanov. He's not looking to score the point any other way but going off the hand. The question is, that block was a little bit too inside from the block, and it might just work in the favour of the Thunderbolts. T. Michael thinks there's no block next to us either.
Did it touch the shoulder of the player in the back of the court? It could have been 2 touches.
And the home fans are not enjoying it. And again, every single thing, Manish, that's been in the balance has gone the way of the Thunderbolts.
Both teams have lost their reviews. No more reviews. Only one unsuccessful review allowed, a total of 2 in any case. 13-11 it is. Kolkata now 2 points away from registering their first win. This is a super point. It is 13 apiece. What drama, what thrill, what excitement. That's what we promised you, and that's what the players are delivering. 13 all it is now. That point was a super point worth 2.
Yeah,
wow.
Middle was wrong-footed there, opened up the cross-court for Svedanov. And what we know about Svedanov, he loves banging into the angle, and that's what he'll do. If he has the space to do it, he'll hit that swing all day.
Who's more nervous? Are Kolkata worried about...
The service to 1 does it again for Bengaluru. Janshad wanted to run that ball to the middle as much as possible, but from this situation, he's too underneath the ball. Because of that, the timing of the spiker is interrupted. They're a little bit out of sync. In turn, the service to the right back position of the court is causing issues for Janshad, who was so instrumental in the first 2 sets.
Well, David Lee has played on the biggest stage. He's won medals at the Olympics. He knows what this moment is. Cody Caldwell, not in action for a while now.
Well, to get him back in, I mean, he's been the heartbeat emotionally, I think, of this team. As much as Janshad has pulled the strings, but you can see you've brought him off, and the team level has started to go up and down. He's saying exactly the same next to me here. It's not just about the moments, the playing, it's about how you can stick it. You say like glue.
Well, you can join the party as well. Download the app now. A23 Fantasy, that's the app where all the action is. It's the ultimate fantasy volleyball experience. Only on A23 games. Select a team which has a libero, an outside hitter, a setter, a blocker, and an opposite hitter. And you can create up to 15 teams with 100 credits. You can join the big leagues and win huge rewards daily. Who shall win the third set? It's, to use a cliche, even Stevens at this stage in the third set. 13 apiece now. How nervous is that man serving to go up 14-13? There we go. Just outside, and that means match point for the Kolkata Thunderbolts. The defending champions now have match point.
That's a good error for me at those moments. Setu's gone full tilt on that one, and on another day, that hits the floor and it goes in and they win the set.
And they would have won the set, yes. A super serve, which is an ace, is worth 2 points. However, Kolkata now have a match point. The defending champions playing their first game. It's the opening night of this magnum opus. Can Bengaluru stay in it? Crucial moment this. Deft touch, chance to spike. The libero keeps it in play. Here we go then. Yes! They've averted a disaster. It is 14 apiece now.
Was there a touch on that one? There certainly was.
Was there? There was for sure.
Great speed of the arm. The block wants to take a timing, and if you can speed the arm up really late, the blocker's going to lose the timing. Smart swing from the Bulgarian.
So, it's pretty simple. This point is set point for Bengaluru, match point for Kolkata. It is a race to 15 points. Whoever wins this point can celebrate. If Kolkata win it, they pocket the game. If Bengaluru win this set, they stay in the game. Here we go then. One more error! The Kolkata Thunderbolts have won the rugby game in straight sets. Consecutive service errors from Bengaluru. This is going to hurt them. but the Kolkata Thunderbolts are thrilled. There are no more reviews left.
I want to see that one again, Manish. Desperate to see that one again. D-Lee thinks that one is it. And we think that one is very, very close.
Ooh, did that kiss the line? Did that kiss the end line? Well, they don't have reviews left. Only one unsuccessful review allowed. The Kolkata Thunderbolts don't care because they have the game in the bag. 15-14, the third set to the Thunderbolts. Are they now looking at 5-0? We'll find out. Time for a break. Back in just a bit. Stay tuned. Welcome back. A quick look at the league rules, the scoring system. A team wins 2 points for winning a game. However, if they win 5-0, they get an extra bonus point. And it'll matter. Every set, every point counts, because in the end, when it comes to the playoff equation, the set difference will be looked at. If that's equal, they look at the head-to-head. And so if it's a head-to-head equation between these two teams, at the end of the league stage, Kolkata will prevail, because they have already beaten the Bengaluru Torpedoes. This is how it happened. This is the winning moment. This could be one of the Nippon colourful moments of the day. An error from Ibin gave Kolkata a chance to celebrate. They were cock-a-hoop because they know they pocketed the opening game. They came in as the defending champions. They won the first 3 sets. Can they make it 4 and 5? Star India cricketer Mayank Agarwal is here as well. A Bangalore boy, clearly supporting the Bengaluru Torpedoes. That's what the scorecard looks like. 15-11, 15-11, 15-14. The first 3 sets going Kolkata's way. A slight change in the commentary box. Louis Lett gets a bit of a breather after what's been a frenetic first 3 sets, and in comes former Olympian Key Michael. Key, welcome to the Combox. Are you already breathless?
My breath is left in the last set. I can't believe we're underway already. 4th set, and I think it's going to be incredible, just like the last couple have.
Here we go then. Bengaluru need to win these 2 sets. They need consistency. They need a sense of stability. They need a bit of sanity.
Well, good start, because they're going to need a lot of momentum to hit on their side. They've been absolutely beaten in the last couple of 3 sets. Great swing on the outside. Down the line. Good pickup, touch on the block, but not enough. The defense can't follow it down. Good first point for Bengaluru.
They need a lot more of it. They need to defend better. They need to set better. They need to find a Junshad in their lineup. Junshar's been absolutely sensational for Kolkata. Vinit's done a great job as well. Rahul wanted to emulate, but the block was there. Yes, if you defend like that, you can hope to win a set against a pumped-up Kolkata outfit.
Well, Kolkata, I am nervous that they might lose a little bit of their steam having won the first 3 sets. That's always a challenge, and he's gone straight into the block one-on-one there. That's a huge moment for
This could be a lull before the storm. Pankaj, the captain of the Torpedoes, serving there. Chance to spike. Vinit never gets it wrong. You cannot retrieve the ball when Vinit spikes like that. He's Superman, isn't he?
He's so fun to watch. He gets up so high in the air. He's so athletic. That push back, and he just goes straight down the line. Even Libero can't handle it.
Yes, there's so much power, so much force on that Vinit Kumar spike, especially when he takes off from zone 1 into zone 2 from the back of the court. He's done that so many times in this match. Bengaluru need to attack and defend well. They need consistency. Oh, how dare you! Well, the number 11 said, I can block a Vinit spike like that, just like that.
Yeah, David Lee's team is going to want so much more of that, and he's a middle blocker himself, so he's been teaching these boys exactly what they need to do, and that's it right there. Straight over with your arms, take away the angle, press back into the court, get yourself a point.
Should he have gone down the line? Vinit Kumar is a quick learner. We'll find out if he's learned a lesson or two. A shot set and a great touch. I don't know if he intended to hit it like that. Perhaps it was a bit of a miss hit, but it worked.
Okay, I mean, paintbrush, that's all right. You're allowed it, we'll allow it. Look, Louis said I was going to hammer on about this, but the middle position so important in volleyball. Have a look at that. Changes direction, and this is something that's been important in the offense for this team. That's what got them the success. That's what's going to keep them successful going forward.
Just caress the ball, Ashwal Rai, for that RuPay contactless shot. Ashwal, the stylish man, as stylish as RuPay on the goal. No, that serve won't work. Well, you know, Kolkata have won the game. Yes, they have, but they've got to be hungry. They've got to think like defending champions. They've got to aim higher. They've got to look for a 5-0 route.
Yeah, they're definitely going to want a 5-0, but pressure, service pressure like that, the risk-reward factor, important.
Top touch that, the libero keeps it in play. Eben with the spike, does the job, goes down the line and comes up with the goods. Well done by Eben.
And I like that change happened halfway through this match, and he's been actually producing pretty well for his team. Looks for that sideline, it goes really deep. He's aiming away from the block. The libero, you know, he was there, he was pretty close, but that's a tough shot to defend.
Well, NFT lovers could keep an eye on that moment. TreasureClub.io, just a quick mention, there are official NFT partners.
Ooh, the double called on the big man. Benitez, known for his skills all around every part of the game, and he gets called for a double. That's interesting.
Now, imagine yourself, Ki, as the coach of the Kolkata Thunderbolts. Would you dare to experiment, try and give game time to your other players, or would you say, let's keep it going? It's a tough call, isn't it? At this stage, are you thinking 5-0? Are you saying, it's the first game, we've already won it? Do I give game time to my other players? What would you do?
That's a great question. I think the important thing is to get some momentum and get some consistency on our team. It's still match number 1, so if you're starting to make a lot of changes and get people out of their rhythm, that can be a little bit difficult going forward. However, having said that, the importance of a team and the strength of a team is often in their bench. So if you have players that can come in and make a difference from the bench, and you don't have to rely on your starting 6 the entire season long, that's huge.
Yes, and all those who are watching us, you can join the party on social media as well. Share Chat and Moj and Yo-Yo TV are our official content partners. So go on, give us a few memes from what you're seeing so far. What's David Lee thinking? How can he ensure that Bengaluru have a plan to come back in this match? They've lost it already, but they need to win set 4 and 5. Here we go then. Spike coming up. What a spike. Such an intelligent spike. When the libero was just in no position to retrieve that ball.
Let's go. Have a look at this. He pushes that one-on-one on the outside, so everyone watching at home might be looking at that thinking, great spike, but if you're a volleyball player or a volleyball enthusiast, you're going to know that's all credit to the setter. He held the middle with him, pushed out, got an open one-on-one on the outside. Easy pickings.
A great setter is an enabler. He makes things happen. He serves it for the attacker. Like that. Spike wasn't to be. Benitez sets it. Was there a touch? Yes, there was a touch.
That's tough on the outside, trying to get that angle because the blockers are taking away so much space. I mean, these fellas are big guys. Look how much space they're taking away. As they get up and over the net, there's not really anywhere to go. The ball comes back over, hits him in the head, and you just can't get out of the way fast enough. That's tough.
It's a rare sight to see Benitez setting. I suppose the other players aren't used to seeing him set, so perhaps that man in zone 4 wasn't ready to spike. Didn't expect it. You've got to be switched on every second. 7-3 the score now. Bengaluru lead by 4. They lost the game already, but this is not a best of 5. All 5 sets will be played in every match of the RuPay Prime Volleyball League in the round robin stage. They need to make sure the scoreline at the end of this match is 3-2. They need to win set 4 and 5, the Bengaluru Torpedoes. If not, it'll come back to haunt them, to bite them at the end of the league stage. Here comes Vinny. Where's that ball gone?
Well, that ball has gone into the stands, Manish, but I don't think we kind of glossed over it. Cody Caldwell back in the mix, and the blockers on the other side are paying attention to him. They're watching what he's doing there on the outside and kind of sleeping on the right side a little bit.
Beneath now, tall man, high ball toss, flat serve, a bit too flat I suppose. They cannot afford to lower their intensity, can they? They've got to keep it going. That's what they will be tested. They are being watched.
It's such a tough call though, because when you get that match win, and this is something I'm not used to seeing, because in international volleyball you don't win until you've got all of your sets.
Yes, time for an Amul Cool technical timeout. Back in just a minute. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's match 1, season 2, RuPay Prime Volleyball League, powered by A23. This is the action from the 4th set. Bengaluru looking for some momentum, but when you have the likes of Deepesh Kumar Sinha and Jamshid and Cody on court, beneath as well, you will see so many more of these RuPay on-the-go magic moments. This was one of them.
Yeah, we talked about Cody Caldwell coming back in. He stabilized the reception, got that ball exactly where he wants it, on the head of the setters, so they can run their middle. That's what they've been doing. That's what's making them successful. Right back at it.
Here we go then. Is there a spike coming? Where have you been, my man? Where have you been, skipper? Pankaj Sharma wakes up in the 4th set. He should have delivered many, many more of these.
I'm curious about that too. Pankaj just kind of a bit sleepy in the first couple of sets. He does make his way in there, gets a great swing cross court, and that's maybe the confidence. Maybe he's a confidence player that his team has to be up for him to really be like feeling that he's in it.
He's got to realize, he's got to remind himself that there are millions watching us outside of India as well on Volleyball World, our international streaming partners. And they love that touch, soft touch, that interesting rally building up. Is that the winning moment? No, it isn't. The ball's still in play. A long rally this has been. Pankaj comes up with the good. Gets the touch off the block. Bengaluru now lead by 5 points. That's good.
2 in a row for the big fella. I wonder if we might see a super point come up here pretty soon, because the team's going to need a couple of points. Great swing off the block. Good finish there. Pushing over, but it's not enough. Off the hands and out.
10-5 the score now. The Torpedoes need to close this set. To deny! Yes, that's how they can deny that spike from Rahul.
Let's go! The Purple Boys are in the house. Massive block there.
The great set, all right. Terrific set. Rahul had enough time to line himself up, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, set was all right. I mean, if you're going up against a wall like that, though, explain to me how you're going to get past it, because I don't think I'd even know.
Vinayak with the serve. Yes, there's enough on that spike from Deepesh Kumar Sinha. The ball ricocheting off the block to land outside. A point then for Kolkata. It's still 11-6, a 5-point gap. Bengaluru now 4 points away from winning their first set in this second season.
Yeah, they need it. They want to steal that 1 point for the 5-0 possible. But the boys in white looking a little deflated. They've lost a little bit of that spunk that they had in the first few sets. They were really going for it, and now, touch.
Well, at one stage in the first set, we thought we're in for a surprise. We're in for an upset. However, Kolkata stormed back by winning those 2 key points. Because that man, Ashwal Rai, rallied the troops so well. He led them into this match. He ensured they make a solid comeback, and he wants to make sure it's a 5-0 rout. 11-7 the score now. Great block. One-on-one, Ashwal wins it.
He read that so well. You saw the timing there. He jumped with the middle, so he's playing that prediction game with the other team, jumping with the middle to make sure that ball does not pass.
Yes, he mirrored the opposition player there. Jumped so well in sync. Deepesh with the serve, straight at the libero. Time for a spike now. Will it come? Was there a touch? I think there was.
No matter. That ball was well and truly in. Perfect shot down the cross court in the deep corner. That zone is so important when you're swinging against any team, really. At a high level, you want to go deep into the court. Cody Caldwell diving after it, but just a bit too slow.
Well, I promise you,
got a little scud on him as well.
I promise you he'll be diving into the swimming pool like that. It's been a high intensity, high octane contest. Cody's done the job. Jamshed's been excellent as well, and Vinny's always there. Cody. Oh, Ashwal. First touch. There's the second touch. In comes Vinny. But there's so much power in those spikes that there's no chance you can block that well, block that cleanly. You can't.
Looks like it's a little bit of a confidence thing now. They were going to want to big swing against the block. Look at his face afterwards. Look how much it means to this team. They don't want to go down in this set like this. The defending champions have a lot on the line.
Just telling the expert panel that I am going to be a contender for the most valuable player. That's what Vinny wants to be. A point then to Kolkata. Was there a touch off the net?
I think they swung off the antenna there. Hard to tell from the angle. We might get another look at it. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, there's the swing right into the antenna. That's not going to count. That is a foul.
It's a double man block, perhaps forcing the spiker there to go down the line.
Yeah, he could have got in his head a little bit. That's absolutely possible.
Jamshed with the serve now. 12-9 the score. Bengaluru 3 points away from winning their first set. Can they do it? Well, Kolkata are relentless. They are merciless. They are going to be miserly. You've got to earn every point against the mighty Thunderbolts.
Watching this in slow motion, it's like a ballet. So that's a really great swing, a really good one-on-one, but he's finding that crossbody. The blockers, look how much Cody's loving it. I love how much Cody is enjoying this league. He's running around every single time there's a point. He's building some energy for his team. He didn't even touch that ball, but yet he's adding value.
David Lee is looking worried. He's a worried man. At the start, Key Michael and Louis Lett said, well, these are the dark horses. Still early days, it's still not over, it's only the first game, and you can trust David Lee to quickly change what he needs to and make sure Bengaluru come back with the performance that this crowd deserves.
Interesting, because Bengaluru has actually been up a couple of times in this match, and then Kolkata is just coming back and pouncing on them. They're not letting them get away with it.
Mentally a touch brittle, I suppose. That'll help. Pankaj Sharma needs to make sure he shows them the way, and he needs to do a lot more of that. He's been a bit hot and cold today.
Yeah, and I wonder if that was something that they heard in the timeout, chatting with David. What does he want them to do? We haven't seen a lot of pipe in the last couple of sets, or last couple of points. That might have been a tactical move immediately. Ooh, super point, let's go!
Kolkata Thunderbolts have called for a super point, and that means the next point will either help Bengaluru win the set, or it will be 13-12. This point is worth 2. That's what a super point is at the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. Here we go then. Chance again. Chance. Yes! The Bengaluru Torpedoes win their first set. It will not be a 5-0 rout. The fourth set goes to the Bengaluru Torpedoes. 15-10.
This is what's so cool about this league. I mean, this play in itself, just bowling there off a tip, not that impressive, but the fact that they got 2 points on that and put them over the line, and they didn't have to worry about Kolkata coming back in and stealing that from them. This is such an exciting game.
Yes, of the fourth set, 15-10 to Bengaluru. The fifth set coming up on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.